All right, don't talk. You know what it is, man. How y'all doing, man? I'm back, man. I'm back. I'm semi in the studio. I'll be in the studio tonight. Don't you worry your crying eyes. I'll be back in the studio tonight. All right, so today's episode, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a little while, actually, and uh, it's American women versus foreign women, and I want to talk about this. This may be a little, it might be a little touchy subject for a lot of y'all, but I mean, sometimes you got to put your finger on the nerve to get a reaction. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about this. Before I get into that, I got to get a legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you from. 18,500. Going strong, baby. Thank y'all. Appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for all the donations too. I appreciate that too. So look, man, we gonna get into this, man, and we back to discuss. All right, this comes courtesy of Stephen Knight, courtesy of what's the guy's name, Paul Pierce. So we're gonna watch this clip, and I got some things I need to say, and some things I want to talk about that I think people are there are a misunderstanding about American women and foreign women. So let's keep it going.
Knows what she wants. She knows what she's on. He was like, I'm ready.
Oh, what I
Said
said?
that says 40 and up with a good job. Where y'all at? He's on the hunt. And he said, if you 40 and up, that's what he's looking for. He wants that woman because he feels like she got her shit together. She ain't about the bullshit. She knows what she wants. She knows what she's on. He was like, I'm ready to take care of a woman 40 and up. What it do?
So all
So
your
any
qualifications
woman
just got to be just 40 years old. That's
with,
his only qualifications. He didn't say nothing, did he?
I mean, he just
Plies, come on, bro. What's the qualification? It can't just be 40. Yeah, hey, you ain't slick. You ain't slick. Hey, you know them 40 and ups, they a little insecure.
All right, so okay, let's just have this conversation because a lot of us we want to generalize things, and we also want to use generalizations as a talking point to discredit other people's points. So I I don't like when people do stuff like this. I don't like when people say not everybody is like that, right? Not everybody. I want y'all to keep that in mind that this person says this in an interview. Not everybody's like that. Not everybody, right? But just keep that in your back of your head. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that there. And don't forget it because it's gonna come back up again. But the generalization of women being over 40 and miserable, I think that's not necessarily true. I also think that some women are happy single because a lot of women that are at that age, they're used to being single, used to doing everything themselves. Some women are not happy single at that age because they feel as though that they don't have something that they can say is their own. You know what I'm saying? So it varies between person to person. But let's just keep that in mind. What I just said to y'all earlier, that the generalizations only applies to the point that people are making when it supports their argument. Just remember that.
They desperate. You think you slick, Plies. You
just
think
because
they,
they're 40 and up, they're insecure and
if
desperate.
they single, yeah.
That's not true. Don't say
Then
that.
what is it?
I don't think if they're 40 and up, they're insecure and
If you
desperate.
40 and
And this is my point. See, women like her, they make these points, but they don't have an argument. It's because it sounds bad, right? Sounds bad. I'll give you another argument. Men that are fat and overweight are desperate for attention from a woman. If he would have had said that, I definitely think she wouldn't have stopped him. She would have agreed with him. So it's nothing wrong with saying that women 40 and up are desperate. Are all women 40 or up desperate? No. 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 But you don't have to put the all on there. We're talking about the people who are desperate. And if you fall into that category, usually a good portion of those women who are still dating 40 and up with no children, their time is running out for them. It's the same thing as if you were a big guy and you don't do nothing but uh, 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 do nothing. If you don't do anything, no activities, you don't go to the gym, you don't do nothing, it's the same thing. That's the same equivalent. Is they're desperate as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different for women though, because a 40 and up woman could look. Some of them look extremely good. They seasoned. They look good, but they're looking for love. They're looking to settle down. Not all, but a good portion of them. Dudes that have low self-esteem, big overweight, don't want to get into the gym. They're in my book. They're in the same category because they're desperate as well. So
What if were married and you got a
You ain't
divorce?
got no kids.
No, what if they have kids or they got a divorce? Just because you're 40 and up don't mean you have no kids.
If you 40 and up and Plies is looking for you, he know the situation.
Which is what?
Easy push.
That you a little more thirstier than normal. Your standards almost is out the window, and you got like you ain't got no room to be choosing. You gotta choose who chose you.
I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like to hear that. A lot of y'all ain't gonna like to hear that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. A lot of people, and I'm gonna keep on using the theory of the big guy. Usually the big guy is in the same boat or same category as these 40 and up women who don't have nobody. You gotta be the one who waits for someone to choose you. I'll even go as far as saying if you a nice guy, there is an old saying that is 100% facts every time you think about it. Nice guys finish last. They finish last when it comes to a woman that they want. So you could be a nice guy and you don't have to be big. If you're a nice guy and you'll push over, first thing a woman says is what? I don't really want to deal with him because he let me do whatever I want. I don't like the fact that he always doing something. Like he always bringing me flowers. I don't like that. Every day? Like why? He always telling me I'm beautiful. Like why do I have to every day? And I know a lot of y'all in the comments are going to say, who doesn't want that? You know that you have friends who literally says this to you. But you probably ignore it. But you have friends that do that. A lot of y'all have relatives that do that, that talk like that. Don't act as if this doesn't happen. This does. But he's right. And Plies is looking for a desperate woman. Because he knows it for a fact. If a woman is 40 and up and have no kids, I don't care if she's successful to the end of the earth. 9 times out of 10, she's looking for love. If she's not looking for love, then she's just looking to have fun. And I think if you are 40 years old, whether you male or female, if you're looking to just have fun at 40 years old, 40 and up, yeah, something's wrong.
That's not true. Have you seen Bernice Burgos? The bitch looks good.
I don't know who that is.
She's fine, and she was just in Turks and Caicos living her best life. She looks the fuck good. She's a grandmother, and she's...
That strengthens my point even more. Bernice Burgos is a very fine woman. But I believe Bernice Burgos is like 53 years old. or something like that, and she's a grandmom. But see, the thing is, Bernice Burgos is an extreme case. That's number one. Number two, she's still single. That doesn't mean anything. And on top of that, looks only last so long. It fades away eventually. It does. I'm sorry to tell y'all this. This goes for guys and girls. Guys and girls, pull up, pull up, pull up. Looks fade. They fade. If you don't take care of yourself, Bernice Burgos is an exception to the rule because took care of herself, and I believe she had a little bit of surgery too. But she took care of herself all the way up to the age she is today. But she'll rival some of these 25, 26-year-old women. She will. But at the same time, if you put her in a room with 25, 26-year-old women and she's 53, most men are going to pick the 25, 26-year-old women. Like, let's just be honest. Like, I don't care how good she look, because they look at it like, this one here I could probably grow with and work with versus someone like that. So
fine as hell. And I'm telling you right now, Bernice don't have no problems
Bruh,
with
so
no-
they gonna pick the ultimate exception to the rule, dog. That's a spade. Bernice, whatever her name is bad, bro. But if you poll the majority of men that will be able to pull her as a wifey once they realize how old she is and the fact that she is a grandmother, the majority of men still gonna turn it down, bro. But you
and on top of that, Bernice Burgos has, I believe, over 1 million followers on Instagram. Her livelihood is Instagram. You think she's going to give up her livelihood for just an average guy? He has to be somebody in a position where he meets her qualification, her standards. She's not dating down. I don't care how good that guy is to her. She's not dating down. No. He has to be either on equal playing field or a higher or above. I don't care how many degrees he got, it doesn't matter. She's not dating down. She's not. So she's not gonna delete her Instagram or get rid of her Instagram. And I got a lot to say about that too.
gotta do all that. You gotta do all that. You gotta go pull like the one. You know what I mean? But Paul ain't telling no lies. It's just that, women hate the fucking truth. It is what it is. Everything he said was facts. Plies put out that statement because that is easy pickings. No work involved, bruh. It's hard to say that, you had to lesson. It's hard for anybody to say, man or women, bro. But, women the ones have to deal with this shit because y'all get blessed before. But them blessings fade away as you become older. Just it is what it is. And it's hard for an individual to come up here and say, swallow their pride and say, yeah, I have to lessen my standards if I truly want to be happy with somebody. You know what I mean? But, otherwise you can keep that pride all motherfucking day and ride off into the sunset solo dolo, or with whatever babies you let somebody put in you. It is what it is.
This is her right here.
She got a man?
Do you see this lady?
Okay, she got a man?
And she still got to compete.
I don't think she has a man, but do you see her?
She still got to compete with the fucking 22, 23.
She's obsessed with looks. You see this lady? You see this lady? You see this lady? Pay attention to this because you got to understand. Women like her, they always use looks as a way to win an argument over men, but at the same time, they scold men for liking women for their looks. Pay attention. Pay attention.
25-year-olds, that shit don't matter, dog. You know what I mean? That is aged puss. You feel me? And she look like that, and she out here still looking for attention. That's mold this girl. It's wrong grandma women is taking. The older she get, bro, that's a headache and a half to volunteer for. And you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Do you see this lady?
Okay, she got a man?
I don't think she has a man, but do you see her? Paul,
she
look
ain't
at this
got I
lady.
see her? Okay, where's her man at? I don't see
She's
no other
bomb.
dude.
She's
Okay,
gorgeous.
she look good. She look good. Okay, where's her man
And
at?
she's like 45 and she has a grandchild.
That's a red flag.
Facts.
she's a red flag.
Facts.
I mean, dog, everybody think looks ain't everything.
No, looks are not
Looks ain't-
everything,
Just
but
because you look cool, let me tell you something.
What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Her whole argument, she led with looks. And then when he said looks ain't everything, she reverts back. Well, looks ain't everything. The only thing you brought to the table was her looks. That's the only thing you brought to the table. You didn't bring anything else to the table. You didn't bring anything else to the table. You just brought her looks.
Just because you look good and everything, just gets you in the door. Like if you ain't got no other qualities than looking good, then what value you bringing to me? Like it's a gang of good looking girls. Come on now. Oh, she look good. You just told me, oh, she's 40, look good. All right, what else?
well, a
You
lot.
can't even tell me
but
nothing
let me
else
say
about
this
her.
though, I
You
can't
couldn't even tell me nothing
But
else
Paul,
about
Paul,
her.
let me tell you this: of a lot of men, looks is all that it takes, baby.
Yeah, to get in the door.
No,
What you mean? To get in the door.
to have sex with you unprotected, have your baby on the way, and now you paying $30,000 in child support every month. That's all it takes. And these bitches are getting y'all so quickly because y'all are so loose and y'all decide to have unprotected sex with anybody moving. You don't need to know the qualifications. You're not asking.
Yo, this just happened in real time. Y'all seen that? This is insane. So let me get this right. You led with looks, right? You led with this whole argument with looks. And then you turn around and scold men for dating women who look good. So you're saying that it's men's fault, right? But you just said she looks good. She looks good. She is best looking ever. She didn't say that, but still. And then now you're scolding men for dating women who look good. Like your argument is your argument doesn't make sense. Because at least you could have said, well, you shouldn't, because you wanted to show him that women value is in their looks by saying she's over 40 and she looks good. His whole thing was, because you saying, well, she's over 40, she looks good. She's not desperate because she looks really good. But then you turn around and say, well, any man that basically dates her and gets her pregnant, they got because now she's going to get them for all this money in child support because she lured them in with her good looks. And now when they got her, it's out of there. But he just said to you, and you are not paying attention. He literally said to you, hey, what value do she bring besides her looks? And you saying, well, that's all it takes is her looks. Your argument is you're trying to argue with him. He's trying to figure out, trying to give you some rationale about why it doesn't matter how good she looks. But you're arguing for the point, well, this is all it takes for men. But you just said that you okay with Bernice being the best looking woman you probably ever seen in your life. And she's not desperate. So it's like, what are we talking about? Your argument is lopsided. It's crazy.
Them what you bring to the table. You're just doing this shit. You're getting bitches pregnant, and now these women are getting child support. She has this nigga with this baby and this baby. This is what women are doing. They're using these men, and y'all are not asking. All of these men, Drea has a baby by a 21-year-old that's the same age damn near as her son. And that's crazy to me. And guess what? It took nothing but for her to be looking good. She has another baby daddy who's another NFL player or whatever else. She getting checks. The other girl who has Bow Wow, this, future Bow Wow, the other nigga. Like all these women have all these men's babies and they're getting child support off of these men and living a lavish life. So don't tell me about.
You just proved it. Matter of fact, I'm going to let her finish. I'm going to let her finish her point. But I want y'all to pay attention.
Bow Wow, the other nigga, like all these women have all these men's babies and they're getting child support off of these men and living a lavish life. So don't tell me about qualifications because it's not taking a lot of qualifications for men to do this with these women.
Shawty sound real jealous.
So let me get this right. So him asking you what qualifications do women have to bring. He literally said that It don't have to be about looks. But you're trying to use cases that you literally argued for. You argued for these women who look good to get whatever they desire out of these men. You didn't say, "Well, looks ain't everything," and I definitely don't think guys should be going after looks. He said to you, you came in with Bernice Burgos is the best looking woman ever and all this stuff. Now you're trying to say that because he said looks ain't everything, and now you're trying to say, well, the looks ain't everything, but these guys are going after the girls for looks, and this is what happens, and they getting got by these girls. So you arguing against the looks that you were just saying that was the greatest thing ever. Like, come on, this is stupid. Her argument is so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like, what are you saying? I understand her argument, but she's arguing two different points against her own point. It's like, okay, I get it. You right about what you're saying about men be going after women for their looks and they're getting got. Yes, you right. But another thing that you're not saying is you are basically shitting on women who look good by saying that these women are snakes or they are using these men with their looks. You just bigged up Bernie's Burgos for looking so good, but now you're shitting on them by saying, well, these men are going after them for their looks because these women they ain't worth it. They not worth it. They not worth it. Look what they're doing to these men. They're getting them for child support. They're not worth it. And then you're trying to blame the men. That's the craziest part. How are you blaming the men for women who are using their looks to get what they want from men? I don't understand it. I could see if you said you blame both parties. I get it. I would say yeah. But you're blaming the men for falling in love with something that you was bigging up earlier? This is crazy work, bro. Come on.
She mad that she get the opportunity to get one of these ball players to shoot that club up, bro, because she hot. And all these older women out here getting paid 30, 40 bands a month because they found a dumbass to shoot the club up. Everything she said is true as hell, bro, but that has nothing to do with what the hell Paul Pierce was talking about. For these dumb motherfuckers, all it takes is a pretty face to shoot the club up. They shoot the club up, put some babies in you, and get the fuck on. So now, guess what? You a single mother getting the bag. That's what you aspire to be? Age and beauty, none of that shit don't matter when it comes to having a partner, having a companion. All these women out here with these babies, all these single mothers would love nothing more than to have a man with them, a man that claims them. Right, a pretty face is good enough for these dumb motherfuckers with money to nut up in. Yeah, that's right, because majority of dudes out here get controlled by their dick and they can't see logically at all. But once that nut is busting, them babies out here crying, they cut the check and get the fuck on and do it to somebody else. So now all y'all women, older women now, is just statistics with babies getting the bag.
Because it's not taking a lot of qualifications for men to do this with these women.
It's not taking a lot of qualifications to shoot the club up with. Yeah, bros are retarded, dog. Bros are retarded, bro. Especially bros with money. They're fucking idiots. But it does take a lot of qualifications to tie these motherfuckers down.
Now, I will say this. It's not that guys are stupid. It's not that they are dumb. I think that they're so used to dealing with women that are not of that caliber. Like, you gotta understand. There are women who look good, and then there are women that are godly to some guys. Like, you never seen nothing like it. You won't see these girls. They are like the cream of the crop. And I know a lot of people be trying to pretend like this doesn't exist. This does exist. It does. You have your high level earners and you have your high level lookers. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Whether you talking high level earner women or high level earner looker women or high level earner men, high level looking men. You have these apex people, let's just say. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happens. So when they say, well, these men are stupid, I don't necessarily think that they're stupid. I just think that they never seen it. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like seeing, like, it's kind of like being fascinated with something like if you never lived in I don't know, let's say you never lived in Iceland or something, and you never even seen snow before, and finally you seen snow for the first time in your life. It's like that in my opinion. It's like something that you can't get around. You get what I'm saying? But let's keep it going.
To have these men at the crib, to have these men being with y'all asses. No, because once they get that nut off and get that post nut clarity, they realize the dumbass decision they just made by busting down slores.
Because it's not taking a lot of qualifications for
So-
men to do this with these
All right,
women.
I get it.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
So what you telling me about her now?
I'm saying
Did
it's the
she-
same
did-
thing.
Did she miss the boat?
What you mean to have the baby by the...
Did she miss the boat?
I don't think she did because
Well,
Drea's
she's-
damn near 40 and she just had a baby by the
Okay, so
21-year-old.
how old is this one you talking about?
She's probably around the same age as Drea.
So she missed the boat. She don't got a 21-year-old getting checks. She ain't got a 20, like, who she got right now getting
well,
checks
we
from?
don't know. She probably, I guarantee.
know.
Do you think she works a job? She getting checks from somebody. She don't work no regular job.
This girl is stupid, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. And when I mean by stupid, I'm talking about her argument stupid. And I don't know her personally to say she's a dumb woman. Her arguments are stupid, bro. Her arguments are retarded, bro. It's just stupid. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, bro. The age of the internet has made people adulthood move how would I say this? It moved up. When I was growing up, I had to be an adult between 18 and 21. Now, in my opinion, you have to be an adult between 35 and 40 or 35 and 45. That's when you become an adult or even higher. I think it was pushed back. Now that you're considered a child if you are under 30 or 32, under 32, 33, 30, some say 35. Under 35, you're still considered a child. This is a child way of thinking. I guarantee you she's getting money from someone. It's like she's not even having a conversation as an adult. She has a conversation as a person who's trying to get over on somebody. Like, yeah, you think she paying for shit? I guarantee you that somebody's paying, somebody giving her the bag, somebody paying. It's like, grow up. Like, what are we talking about here? Her arguments make no sense. It's stupid. It's a stupid argument.
Don't have nothing. She lives
Sounds
in a house. She's
like
going to
last
Turks and
so long.
Caicos.
Let's see, bro. Let's see. She was dating
Rick Ross.
she was dating Jalen Brown at one point. 5-year-old Jalen Brown. She almost got her one, but it didn't happen. Hold on. Does she have kids first? Does she have any kids?
Yeah, I think she got one.
Yeah, she got 2 girls. So let's see. So if she got kids, then she definitely getting the checks. I would imagine her kid's father is rich. Baby daddy. Bernice Burgos has 2 daughters, Ashley and Saray. The father of Ashley Burgos' name is Bubba. Bubba is reportedly a friend of a person named Artist. Bernice is young. I don't know. Let me show y'all who the fuck Bernice Burgos is so y'all can see who I'm talking about. Then she cool.
We know, but she's been doing it. That
Nah, she more than cool, bro. Nah, bro. I gotta call you on that. She more than cool, bro. She's top Apex, bro. She's one of those. She's Apex looking, bro. She's up there. She ain't just cool. In my opinion. She's more than cool. You know what I'm saying? You put her in a room with a lot of women, she's coming out on top. Probably 90% of the time. She's in there. She's in that class, bro.
That's all I'm saying. Listen, I get what you're saying because you're a different type of man. And what you want and what you look for, despite what anyone wants to say on the internet, I know you actually care about connection and quality, and you care about that with a woman. And it's not just about looks. And I know that about you, and I love that about you. But I'm telling you that a lot of these men are just falling for the okey doke.
Yeah.
Period, point blank. And all it
She's speaking facts, but it's going against her own point. You led by saying that Bernice is the best looking woman ever, or whatever, and now you're trying to backpedal and say, well, their guys are falling for these beautiful women though. They're stupid. It's like, well, wasn't you just saying that that's what it is? This is what I'm saying. Like, pay attention to what she's saying.
Takes is for a bitch to look good, period. And all it takes is for a bitch and one loose night. And now I'm connected to you for 18 plus years and you're paying me every month. And these bitches are 40 plus.
Unless you Jay-Z.
But see, the thing is, too, and let's be honest here, right? It's a give and take. All it takes is for you to just have a bag to fuck these girls. Because I'm going to tell you right now. See, what she's saying is she's leaving out a very important piece of the puzzle in this whole argument, right? She's saying that all it takes is a girl to look good and men sleep with them. That is not the truth. That's not the truth. You gotta be, the man has to be at some type of level to sleep with Bernice Burgos. I cannot go right now and inbox Bernice Burgos right now on Instagram and say, yo, what's up? I'm trying to see you. You know the first thing she's gonna do is, who is this guy? She's gonna look up all my socials or look up how many followers do he have. You think she's gonna go on a date with me? And not to say I'm not, because I'm not ugly. Not to say that. I'm just saying she's leaving out a very important piece. It's a give and take. This is not just some man dating her and sleeping with these women. No, they have to be at a certain status for them to get these girls. Because if they're not gonna get them. Like, come on.
You're trifling.
No, but I'm saying he avoided that. If it's true,
And I'm gonna keep it real though.
If it's true though.
I'm gonna keep it real though. A lot of these women that are getting knocked up now by these retired and these current are 40 plus. They're not young. They're 40 plus. The young ones is not even trying to do that with these niggas. It's the older ones. That's because they're washed up. They came here to get a career. They couldn't make it. They're fried. So the next best thing I can do is I'm going to find one of these loose men who I'm cute enough to get into the bedroom with. And now they're going to pay me.
So now you're going, this is insane, bro. Now you're going against your own argument completely now. Now you're calling these women fried. They're not going. He literally just said to you, the whole argument of Paul Pierce was they're desperate. You said that's not the case. Look at Bernice Burgos. She is so pretty. That's not the case. Now you're saying what he's saying. You just changed your whole argument now. Now you're saying that these women are desperate, they're fried, everything. You literally just changed your argument. That's crazy.
Every motherfucking month. Tell me I'm wrong, because that's exactly what's happening. A baby daddy situation is gold for these women, especially women who are hit their 40s and now they don't got shit cracking. Like, I'm plus 40.
She just proves his whole point. Yes. They don't have shit cracking. They fried. She literally just proved Paul's point.
It's crazy.
The only last thing I was going to talk about is French Montana. He's dating the princess of Dubai. She's cracking. He's publicly out with her. They're like official couple online, everything. So he said, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out the country with it. The princess of Dubai. She's cool. She looks like.
How does she become the princess?
I have no idea. She obviously is the
daughter of a queen.
Yeah, or a king.
Jeez, that's major.
So he's out and about with her, living their best life. She's like this blonde situation. She's like white.
Country.
She's appreciation night. Some out.
Man, I'm telling you.
Out the country.
Us black men, I'm telling y'all.
But you see how I'm going to tell y'all right now, this is not all women, but y'all women know some of these women. She really is into looks. But then she tries to use it as a weapon. I told y'all she does that. You know what I'm saying? In this conversation. But y'all pay attention, man, because this is crazy.
We need to follow in French Montana steps. You see, he cracking.
He's cracking.
He's like, man, I'm out here with these. No, I'm good.
Don't listen to Paul. There's women in the States that are cool and a vibe.
Nah, it ain't. The States women, they don't have the same values as these women overseas. They value they man. They priorities they man first. They not shaking ass on Instagram every
Not
day.
every woman is doing that, Paul.
That's American women. That's the.
All right, so here we go. This is about to get real interesting. So, again, this is what I talked to you about in the beginning about the generalization. When you say American culture, right, or Western culture, you're not saying everybody, but in a way, you're saying the majority, or you're saying a good percentage, right? But see, what people like her do is they try to extract these people and say that this is that. But then you literally just said that men be falling for these women and they get these women pregnant. Now, did Paul say not all of them? Not all of them are like that. Not all of them are dating them for looks. You know what I'm saying? No, he didn't say that. But you generalized it. So you can't try to candy coat it by saying like, listen, let's be honest here. Western civilization does influence the world. And we're talking about with everything. That's why you see a lot of these countries, they block their children and their kids and their girls or whatever from publicly doing certain things. You can't shake on TikTok and all this stuff. They block that. But she's trying to say, well, not all women here do it. It doesn't matter if it's all women here that do it. It could be out of 20 girls, it could be five. Those five girls influence, right? But it's a normal thing here. That's the thing. Whether you say not all of them do it, it's a normal thing. But your whole argument was about looks. And looks, in my opinion, leans into that. Shaking on TikTok, half dressed and all that. That's all a part of vanity and looks. You can't say it's not.
Majority
No, not every woman is doing that though. I'm not doing that.
there's
So
more women in America doing that than out the country.
I can agree, but they're out the country. Women are getting paid $25 to have sex with anybody. Colombia, go there, Brazil. So please kill it.
How do you
Because y'all, because I know.
How
And
you know
y'all want to
these
glorify these out the country women. These out the country women, you give them $30 and they're sucking you and all your homeboys' dicks in one night. So stop trying.
Bro, yo, you literally, this woman is wild, bro. She's wild, right? You literally just said to him, you literally just said to Paul Pierce that not all women are doing that, right? In the country, shaking ass. Then you just said, y'all glorify these women out the country because what they do is suck and for $25 and you and your homies do. So you literally just generalized all women out the country. Every one of them, all of them, all of them. You generalize them by saying that they will you for $25. Not knowing, and this is what really pisses me off about this statement, right? Because that is such a ignorant, stupid, disgusting thing to say about women out of the country. So you're basically saying that all the women out of the country, because you just generalized them all. You ain't say, well, some of these girls. You said, y'all glorify these women out the country. As if these women are not doctors, as if these women are not lawyers, as if these women don't have careers with families. It's not even about the sexual experience because guess what? It's women here that do the same thing. Goes right back to the point of the good looking women, like you said. They doing the same thing. They're getting men for more money, whether it's $25 or whether it's $3,000. They're still getting men for money, correct? So when she says stuff like this, I can tell you right now, she's mad that women out the country have a perception that they're better than women in this country. And she can't stand it because she looking at it like, well, these dumb bitches are just whores. They just be out here just having sex with men for anything. That's not even all the women that, what are you talking about? It's women here on the streets that do that. Like, what are you talking about? I hope he correct her.
Glorify that. I'm sick of it.
Ooh, she hurt. She hurt, bro. First she jealous, now she projected like a motherfucker. The disrespect of this girl that generalized all the international women as slores. You know what I mean? Yet again, we're in the same situation, bro. Two things can be true at the same time. What Paul Pierce is saying is entirely accurate. You're gonna find a woman with much better values, standards, right? More conservative and traditional outside of the Western culture, right? But you're gonna have the slores, the cheap slores on top of that, man. But it's incumbent upon that man to be able to decipher between the good and the bad, bro. Gonna be much better off finding wifey material outside of the Western elements as opposed to inside, bro. But she just pissed yet again, dog, because the passport bros is choosing wifey over her. You know what I mean? It ain't no shade, bro, but she masculine as fuck the way she talking and shit. That's probably why her ass single fucking now, bro. She tight. You can see the fucking the steam coming from her ears when he brought up the fucking the passport, bro. Like, and you gonna pick Colombia and Brazil at that. Like those are the two mecca spots of pros prostitution, but we ain't talking about that. We ain't, even though you can still find wifey over there, bro. You gotta be careful. I mean, Medellin and Cartagena, dog, it's gonna be a high chance that she's been slutted out, bro. So you better go to a different country, bro. But you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, Eastern Europe, you know what I mean, the Asian countries, Central and South America, bro, where they love me and a wife and love taking care of the crib. You know what I'm saying? We not about to shit on that, dog, and he's accurate as fuck. The majority of women here are not trying to be a part of that, dog. They on they modern woman, boss bitch, feminist shit, bro. Paul Pierce is telling no lies.
The difference between there and here is the price is up over here.
Yeah,
That's the only
well,
difference.
don't try to say their values are so different than I shaking ass. No, they are. They're
Because
doing
they
it.
are, so
and they're
listen.
getting shitted on, shaking ass, and all type of stuff. Yeah.
The difference between that though is that the ones that's out here getting paid.
Yeah, like I can tell that she don't know what she's talking about. Like, don't get me wrong. I travel and there are women, but it's the same thing as if you was to go to Vegas. Are you wifing any of those girls up on the streets of Vegas? No, you're not. It's the same thing. And I hate when people do that. I hate when people act as if like, and this to me, I have nothing to really say about this woman no more. Because if you were sitting here saying that women out the country are doing these things, but you trying to act as if like the women here are not doing it. That's disgusting work. You're saying, oh well, not all women here are doing that. Not all. I could say the same thing about the women out the country. There's plenty of men who went to these countries, whether it's Colombia, DR, any country, Latin American country, any country, an African country, any country from European, Asian country. There's women there that would never do that. They would never sleep with a man for money. Never. And some of them look at prostitution as disgusting. But again, this is the type of person you're dealing with when they sit here and say one thing about that this and that, and then generalize all of these. She literally just generalized every woman out the country. And this is the reason why, and I'll be honest with y'all, this is the reason why women out the country, a lot of women I talk to out the country, they don't like American women. And I know that they shouldn't generalize either. They shouldn't. I say that to them. I say, nah, you shouldn't generalize. All of them ain't like that. But this is one of the reasons why. Because they look at all of them women from Colombia, Venezuela, Peru, Nicaragua, Panama, Costa Rica. They look at it like every woman from America looks at them like they're prostitutes. Like, oh, their men come here and do that. But men here do that. They do the same thing here. Let's be honest. Men do the same thing here. They just pay more money for it. That's it. And some men pay money and don't even get it. You know what I'm saying?
$25, $35 sucking a dick, they are literal prostitutes. Right, they're toots. You know what I'm saying? The women over here, dog, they don't consider themselves toots, but you still gotta pay them a bag and a half to wine and dine them to get the buns. It's no different. It's just that these girls are in denial about their prostitution behavior. The toots overseas, they know they toots. Right, but we ain't talking about the toots. We talking about the women that been raised right by mama.
Man, I ain't trying nothing, but I'm just saying, like, right now, if you ain't taking a girl shopping, if you ain't got no bread, if you like
it's funny hearing Paul Pierce talk about this shit too, man. Curious if he's talking from his own perspective or his bros. You know what I'm saying? Because a man of this stature shouldn't be having no issues with women, period, bro. It's like what you say goes. At the same time, y'all all are probably circulating the same type of women and shit too, bro. And that's your problem. Y'all be recycling the same hoes that's already accustomed to that lifestyle. They don't give two fucks about what you got to say or do to give because they can just hit up 10 other motherfuckers that can do the same thing you doing, bro. So y'all gotta lower y'all standards too, or just get beyond the industry type shit and take your ass to motherfucking Trader Joe's and find your regular chick that's gonna be amazed.
I mean, that's true too. A lot of y'all do keep these women in circulation, and I think that it also leads back to the point of like, are you? I mean, are you saying that these girls are P2s or whatever you want to call them that are overseas, but then the women who constantly get in circulation with the same men, they're not? That doesn't make sense. Like, come on. But I'm gonna let them finish a little bit, then we're gonna get out of here.
About the life you have to offer, and you don't have to worry about no shit like that. Just get you a regular girl, not regular looking girl, but like a regular girl, dog. And don't go to fucking Colombia.
Almost impossible to get a girl out here if you ain't doing that. Like you go overseas, you can get a broke nigga, right? Go overseas, he got a couple hundred.
He can get her because he got to come up.
He gonna feel appreciated. Man, so it's a difference. You know what I'm saying is
I
true.
do know what you're saying, but I will say, like, I don't like the whole values thing. And I think that I
values
have to
of
stop.
women.
I think for me, it's like, it's a personal thing because it's like, I know I'm not like that. And I have friends that I know are really not like that. So I surround myself with women who are like really have morals, have values, have all the things that really like are amazing, bring a lot to the table. So it's like, yeah, I may be a little biased in the sense of that, but I do understand the majority of women out here are trash. I can fuck with that and I can feel you. And I feel like because of that, men are also trash. I feel like it's a bunch of trash just swimming around. And I feel like we just have
Yo, oh man, accountability is a disease, man. You can't just say women are trash. The women are trash, and the men are too. Oh my god.
reset and clean it up.
Nah, ain't no. Nah, we ain't about to sit here and do that, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna end it there. If y'all wanna watch the rest on Stephen Knight channel, man. Yeah, man. Oh man, thank y'all for joining me, man. I appreciate y'all, man. That was just something I wanted to watch because I think that people need to be treated individually. Let's be clear here. The likelihood of you finding a woman overseas that will take care of you and marry you and really love you is very high versus the likelihood of you find that here. Here it's low, and people here don't want to get married. You honestly, if you go overseas or you go to wherever, whether I know he said stay out of Colombia, but listen, bro, I know a lot of dudes who married a Colombian women, bro. Like I don't understand why he would make that statement. I mean, because he's generalizing too. Steven generalizing too by saying that. For me, the likelihood of you finding somebody out the country that's serious about you and wants something is very high. But you do have to understand that some of the people do come into it with a mind state of winning. You know what I'm saying? But if you dating somebody for a couple of years and y'all been seeing each other, and every time you go see them and they with you and you with them and they really about that life with you, then it is what it is. But you can. I'm not saying you can't find that here. You can also find that here as well. But the thing is, there are people like her who make it hard for men to find somebody here because they use these loose arguments to try to make a point, and it just doesn't work. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace. Bye.